yeah, I did do some off-camera stuff to kind of prepare for the next leg, the next part of this series. Um, you know, I hope people are gonna enjoy this. I've had some fun going back and playing through the older games. Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Peace. Alright, everybody. Welcome back. Let me just make sure I'm recording. Hold on 1 second. Okay, perfect. Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our Fire Red playthrough. As you can see, we're back on the title screen. We're just gonna jump right in here. So, you can see that the time is a little bit different than when I last left you all. I did, as I mentioned in my first video, do some off-camera training because I felt like it would be kind of boring if I just, spent all that time trying to do, like, different catches and, like catching different Pokemon, like Pikachu, and, leveling up is not always the most exciting of things to watch. So, I did do a couple, about like 3 hours or so of training off camera, so we can just jump right in and I can show you what I've done. Alright, I did do a little bit of things there, but alright, so we're back at the same spot, so let's just do a refresh on what I did. So you can see my levels are a little bit different. I leveled up to 14 on my Charmander, not much difference there. Larry is level 12. I did catch a Pikachu. It took me so long, unbelievably long. I feel like this was the longest I've ever spent trying to find a Pikachu in the Viridian Forest. It was a female Pikachu, so I did name it Shakira. I hope people like that nickname. It took me all of 15 seconds to come up with that one and, punch it in for the rest of this game, so hopefully it's good. I did level that up a bit to level 9. We still got Rhonda, as in Ronda Rousey, our Mankey, leveled that up to level 9. As I mentioned in my first video, I hate Kakuna, so I did not give it the, the blessing of a nickname, but I did level it up just because I think it's nice to just have the Pokédex entries for later in the game when you get some of those, like, items from the professor's aides. So I was just kind of doing that because bug Pokemon are really easy to level up. And then we finally, last but not least, have our, this was a Caterpie, but I just leveled it up to level 7 to be a Metapod. Yeah, not a lot going on there, but, yeah, those last couple ones I'm probably just gonna, end up putting in my PC for the meantime, but, yeah. I did, you might have already noticed, but I did lower the opacity, or opacity, I don't know how you say it, to be honest. Okay, just making sure none of these guys give us items. I did lower the opacity of my buttons, because this is the Delta emulator, and we just entered Pewter City. Let's see what this sign says. Oh, it's a trainer tip. Okay, alright, well, that was pretty useless. Yeah, not many serious Pokemon trainers. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we already know that. But yeah, so hopefully that's a little bit better to view. Alright, let's see what this old man's got. Okay, not a lot. Yeah, one thing I have noticed, just because that comment or like dialogue it's kind of funny to me. It's like, yeah, of course something's easier to catch if it has a status problem. Like, if it's asleep, sure, it's a lot easier to kidnap. I don't. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I hold on. I think there's. I want to say there's something like over here, but I might. Well, okay, maybe not. I don't have the much at all until I have a fossil, which is gonna take quite a bit of time. But yeah, let's see. I think you trade, or no, I know there's somewhere where you trade for Nidoran, but I don't know. Let's see. So I think in this video, I'm gonna take on Brock, and I really hope I don't lose right away because that would just be embarrassing. That would be pretty embarrassing. I know there's something over here. Hold on, let me just like the good old-fashioned days of just button mashing until you find what you want. Hold on, whoops, sorry. Oh, this is gonna annoy. There we go. We got one. We got the Pokeball. That was not worth it, but whatever. Don't have to pay for one, I guess. Alright, so reevaluating my team, I feel like we got a pretty solid lineup. I'm gonna send out Rhonda first because it does know a fighting type move, which Brock's Pokemon are weak to. Yeah, okay. That's not relevant for this conversation. So let's get into the gym. This is Pewter City's gym. Let's talk to this guy just because he's got some, he's got some inspirational quotes. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's just battle this guy. It's been probably like a decade since I've last played this game, if I'm being totally honest. So, yeah, I think this gym is pretty much just Geodude and then maybe Onix. I think Brock has a Geodude and an Onix, if I remember, but we'll see. Oh, that's ridiculous. Alright, let's see. If he defeats my Rhonda, I'm gonna be mad. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, Alright. There we go. A Sandshrew. Okay. Fun fact about Sandshrew. I don't like the ground version of this Pokemon. I think the, what is it, Galar? Yeah, I think it's Galar. Where it became like Ice and Steel. I thought that was so much cooler than like what this is. I think the design also just looks cooler. I'm not a huge fan of ground Pokemon typically because they kind of suck. Like they're good, but they have so many weaknesses to really common like types. So like just look like fast forwarding to the 8th gym, right? I'm not gonna spoil who it is because if anyone hasn't gone through it, I feel like most people have if they're watching this video. But anyway, for most people that have not done it, oh my god, this is really annoying. Sorry, I'm just like spamming low kick. Oh, that's probably gonna kill me. Damn, that's tough. You mother fudger. Okay. I don't really know what to do because, you know what, I'm just gonna send out Larry. Whatever. Yeah, let's tackle. Wow, so much work was done by Larry. He was carried to that finals. What? No, that was a joke. I actually don't believe that. But yeah, that's craziness. Alright, so because I just got my probably best Pokemon for this gym killed, I'm just gonna go back real quick and go to the Pokemon Center and revive it or heal it up or whatever. Yeah. But so going back to what I was saying about the ground Pokemon, pretty much at that point of the game, if you have like a water Pokemon or a grass Pokemon, you can pretty much one-shot each one of the gym leader's Pokemon. And I guess to a certain extent that's true for like every gym battle, but I feel like the ground is particularly bad for that. So yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. All right, let's just double check. We're going in strong with Rhonda. Let's hope she can pull it off. If not, we're kind of screwed. to be honest. We got a lot of Pokemon that are weak to rock and ground Pokemon. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. All right, Leader Brock would like to battle the King Pervert himself. Okay, so it's a little bit stronger than what we were previously used to, but that's okay. That's okay. Super effective. We love to see that. I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh, Ronda with the knockout. Just like Ronda Rousey. That's exactly what, gosh, her namesake would be so proud. Alright, gonna use Onyx. We're not gonna change Pokemon because, honestly, we'd be kind of screwed if we did. Alright, let's just hit it with the low kick again. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, look at that. Easiest gym battle of my life. Ronda is the superstar. Oh, and learn Karate Chop. Fantastic, fantastic. Player defeated Leader Brock. I took you for granted, and so I lost. Succinct. The official League Boulder badge. The Boulder badge. Lovely. Alright. Wow, makes her work. Oh god, I forgot the Flash. I hate that crap. I think this is Rock Tomb. Let's see if I remember correctly. It's been a bit. Yeah, okay. It's kind of funny because, so the game I played the most was Pokemon Emerald. And, they had, they had a rock type gym in Pokemon Emerald as well. But that gym was so much harder because, well, it was like Nose Pass and something else. I forget what, but that Rock Tomb was actually like good. Like it did some damage. It packed a punch, right? So it was kind of annoying to fight, but I feel like I just kind of finessed that gym a little bit. Alright, I need to see how many Pokeballs I have because there are some Pokemon that I think I want to catch. Well, you know what? I might just go up and get some more just in case. So there's gonna be quite a few Pokemon trainers in the next, the next route here on our way to Mount Moon. Oops, sorry guys. Someone is partying. So if you can hear that, I apologize. It's pretty loud, so I can't tell how much of it is coming through the microphone, but you know what? I actually can't. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it kind of sounds like the Fast and Furious movie, so that's kind of funny. Someone's just screaming. Wow. Welcome to New York, I guess. It gets crazy for you. Welcome to New York. Sorry. Alright. Oh my god. Thank Christ I just got the running shoes. Dear Red, here's a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger. Remember? Oh, we love our mom. Oh my god. Thank you, Jesus. Going through Pokemon games without the running shoes is a genuinely painful experience. Okay, ooh, this might not be the best matchup here, but what we might do, we're gonna switch out with Shakira. Man, I think every time I send out Shakira, I gotta do that. Give him a little waka waka, Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I do have to say, I have an idea for a Pokemon that I might get, but I'm not sure if I really want to do it. Typically, I don't go for it, but I'm kind of curious about it in this walkthrough, just because it's a really strong Pokemon you can get really soon, and if you know what I'm talking about, it's the Nidoran, I guess, evolutionary line. You can basically get like a Nidoking or Nidoqueen, whichever one you catch and evolve, which is like a pretty strong Pokemon, I would say. You can get it at like level 20 6, so that would be like what, maybe the 4th or 5th gym in terms of like leveling and like strength or whatever you want to call it. I think there. No, sorry. I thought there was a shortcut around that way. Oh, this is a bug. So let's see. Who can I send out for some bugs? Alright, let's send my boy Larry Bird out here. Straight killer. I hope not. He saw me in the Viridian Forest and didn't say anything to me. That's kind of creepy. Colton's Caterpie. Alright, we're gonna hit him with the 1-2 gun. Look at that. Boom. Easy. Easy. I've always thought Caterpie looked really weird. If anyone's ever seen the movie Monsters vs. Aliens, it looks like I don't even know what it's called at this point in my life, but it's like the big, like, larva thing or something. I forget what it's called. It's like the 50-story bug or something. I don't know. That movie was such a blast from the past. I can't believe I just thought about that. Yeah, so Larry is just absolutely killing this person's team. Not even a competition, which we love to see. These bug trainers just need to be bullied into going home because they're really nothing special. Apologies if you're a bug type Pokemon trainer. I'm not. I've never been a bug, like, there's like 2 bug Pokemon that I actually like. One of them is a legendary and the other one is Scyther, so I don't know, do with that information what you will. Oh my god, these stupid rats. I hate them so much. Yeah, okay. Larry Bird is just taking on the world right now. Man. Ekans. That's an interesting one. I feel like we could use, well, I'm just gonna try and train up some of these bug Pokemon so I get the Pokédex entry. And then the second I do, I'm gonna get rid of them. So, maybe that's a bit rude, but I don't really care. I don't want to miss out on some of the things and have to like go around catching Pokemon for, for cheap thrills. Oh dear god, this is gonna take way too long. We're gonna expedite this adventure a little bit here. Gonna bring in Shakira. So there's a lot of trainer battles, which might take up a good amount of this video. But oh man, this is gonna take me. This might take. Oh boy. Whew. Shakira's hurt by poison. The world would end if Shakira was actually poisoned. I would riot. Alright, I'm just gonna do this because I have a feeling Shakira is going to not be around for much longer. Okay, alright. So, poisoning wasn't enough. They also had to strangle me. What a snake. Alright, let's send out Smog. He is death. Speaking of Smog, I just rewatched The Hobbit recently, like maybe like a month or two, or not a month or two, like a day or two ago. I don't know why I said that was insane. But I don't know. I've read all of the books, I've seen all of the movies. Something about The Hobbit just doesn't hit for me. Okay. So sorry guys, I'm gonna go back just because I want to be able to train up Shakira on some of these trainers. So, oh my god, I can't do that. Okay. Here we go. Alright. You've taken my Pokemon. Thank you, Nurse Joy. I appreciate your assistance in this matter. Alright. Oh my god, the running shoes are literally life-changing. It's beautiful. Enough to make a grown man cry, Alright, I'm just gonna send out Shakira because I want to make sure she's getting some game time, She's got to get her moment in the sun. Alright, here we go. Weedle. I feel like this might take a little bit just because of electric type moves are not very strong against bug. Okay, well, maybe not. We'll see. They're like normal. Oh my lord. Shakira, you keep getting poisoned. That's so unfortunate. You gotta watch what you're eating. And not in like that way, but like in terms of a safety perspective. Oh, that's so brutal. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You hate to see it. Okay, good. We got level 10 at least. Small victories. Caterpie. Alright. I think in this video I do want to evolve my my Charmander. I think that's pretty doable. I'm only like, well, I'm at level 14, but I think I'm most of the way to level 15, so it shouldn't take that long, which is good. Oh my god, my Shakira is gonna die again. You know what they say, burn bright, not long. I guess she's really embodying that in her life as a Pokemon in my employ. Oh man. Alright, Cocoon is just gonna have to get hardened. Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh, if she can do this, that'd be beautiful. Oh, that's diabolical. I hate when it does like that little one sliver of HP left. That's just so rude. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna put butter. I'm gonna send out butter. Butter, butter, butter. Oh my god, the harden is just... It just makes me mad seeing it, you know? Alright, here we go, here we go. 136, that's pretty solid. Grew to level 8. Okay, you know what? This might be the most boring battle yet, but if it gets too boring, I might switch out to my Charmander. Okay, yeah, we're gonna switch out to my Charmander. I'm gonna burn this Metapod alive. That's a bit aggressive, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't got time for this. This foolishness. Alright, good for you. Your defense is up. How do you like fire? Probably not very much. Alright, Greg. You fool. Alright, do I have a revive? Because I really don't want to go all the way. Oh, God, that sucks. Alright, there's so many Pokemon trainers here that I could use for Shakira, but... Oh, man. Alright, what I might do here instead is this. That look you gave me, it's so intriguing. Alright, here, this is gonna be an out-of-pocket comment. I am now in my mid-20s. When I was playing this as a kid, some of these dialogue, like some of the dialogue boxes that people would have prior to like having a Pokemon battle would be fine. But because like that person or like that trainer so clearly looks to be like 12 years old, I feel really uncomfortable reading some of these. I'm like, no, never. Like, no. I don't know. I feel like some of these older Pokemon games, going back and playing some of the dialogues, or like going back and playing some of the games, the dialogues were so crazy. Like, I remember there was one from, I think it was, oh god, what was it? It may have been Platinum, and it was like talking about how he has like no life or something, so all he does is like gain inside, and his parents want to kick him out because he's not a Pokemon trainer. And I think I was like maybe 16 or 17 replaying that game, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, good. Oh, Butter, you beautiful, beautiful specimen. I don't really have a... I'm just gonna send out Larry, why not? lovey, I guess. Say lovey. Alright, this is gonna take a while. I don't want to hit him with the quick attack because I think I'm gonna get poisoned, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. So, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Larry used Gust. He put him in a blender. I have to say, for people who are watching this that are basketball fans, basketball's my favorite sport, so. But for people who are watching this that are basketball fans, whenever the announcers say, like, oh, he put him in a blender, that's my favorite. Like, that's my favorite expression in any game of any relevance in the United States. Like, I just think that's the most funny thing you could say. Like, oh, he put him in a blender. Like, it's beautiful. Alright. There's so many bug Pokemon that, it's just annoying me now. Alright, we're just gonna expedite this process. Oh, man. I thought of a funny joke in my head just now about expediting this. I was gonna make a joke about napalm, but that might not have been the best idea. Anyways, I've mentioned it now, so it doesn't really matter, but when I was growing up, what I was going to say was that when I was growing up, I had a friend who was playing, oh god, what game was that? That might have been Pokemon, I think it was Pokemon Yellow, like the original games, and he had a Charizard, right, and he named it Napalm, and he just loved going into the Viridian Forest with like a level 95 Charizard and just absolutely destroying people. He would use like Fire Blast on like a level 4 Caterpie. And, that just reminds me of the quote from The Dark Knight Rises. Or no, The Dark Knight. Well, actually, it might just... Hold on one second, sorry. Sorry, I had a little bit of a tickle in my throat. I actually don't... Oh, well. Okay, well, that's tough. Butter's out for the count, I guess. I don't remember exactly what movie it was, but it was either The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises, but Alfred was like, oh, some men just want to watch the world burn, he was definitely one of those types of people, in hindsight. Not that he was like a bad guy, but he had some, what would be an appropriate word? Oh my god. Larry, you just got yourself taken. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I would probably say the best word to describe that guy was like eccentric. It's a pretty diplomatic way of putting his specific qualities as a human being, but he was interesting. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Okay, I think there's a Pokemon Center up here. Hold on, I just want to see what I have before I engage in this battle. Alright, we're gonna send out Kakuna. Doesn't deserve a nickname. Respectfully. Alright. Alright. Jigglypuff. I honestly forgot Jigglypuff was a Pokemon until like right now. That's embarrassing. If it uses Sing on me, I might quit this game. Oh, use Pound. That's just rude. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send out Rhonda to give the old 1-2 punch. Go, Rhonda. Go, Rhonda. Go, go, go. Okay. Yeah, you fool. You thought you could disable one of my moves. Not on my watch. Give him the old kick. Oh, damn. I'm gonna give him the old karate chop next time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's effective. Well, it'll be super effective, but yeah. so here's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, maybe not. Here, you know what I'm gonna. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Alright, I'm gonna heal up my guys, and then I might do a little bit of exploration here. Let's see, what do these people gotta say? Ah, yes, thank you for telling me what I already knew. For just 5, yeah, I'll buy it. Why not? Yeah, why not? Okay, this is my own personal thing, but I always name Magikarps Garys. So, yeah. I forget how strong is that. Oh, that's not bad actually. Whoops, sorry. I meant to hit summary. Boop. Okay. Okay, it knows only splash. So, okay. Well, I probably won't pull that out. I don't typically use Gyarados, because I just like other water Pokemon more in this game. But, you know, I still like it. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it. I think this guy's a trainer, right? Or maybe not. Okay. Alright, I just want to see. I think I can get a Nidoran out here. Oh god, Spearow. You know what? I might just do some. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me feel better. That's kind of messed up, but sorry. Alright. I might try and catch a Spearow. Just for the entry, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it straight up, but we'll see. Let's see. Yep, you're paralyzed. Tough. Tough. Tough, 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 tough. Alright, let's see. Oh, man. Yep, not even close. It's fine. Whatever. God, I don't even have anyone that I could really send out that wouldn't get, like, one shot if it really did some damage. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on, let me see. There might be some magic here that, my boy could work. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright, I would be shocked if I did not catch this Pokemon in this throw. But stranger things have happened, I suppose. Lovely. Alright, so Spearow eventually evolves into Fearow. What to nickname this one? It's a male Spearow. That's a toughie. Oh, man. I'm gonna name it Zephyr. That's like way too cool of a name for a freaking Spearow, but whatever. I'll probably end up stealing that name for another one of my Pokemon, so if you see that on, like, I don't know, any of my other videos, just don't judge me too much, okay? I'm just one person. Alright, so I think that's gonna do it for this video. Just to recap, we've successfully gotten the Boulder Badge from Brock. We have 11 people, or 11 Pokemon in the Pokédex. Total time spent 5 hours, although that's not really accurate for like what I've shown you, but we've got a Charmander, a Caterpie, a Metapod, a Weedle, a Kakuna, a Pidgey, a Rattata, a Spearow, a Pikachu, a Mankey. Wow. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And a Magikarp. What a day, what a day. We have seen 18 Pokemon and we own 11. So, we are just outside of Mount Moon. I think the next video will be going through Mount Moon. I need to refresh myself on how to actually do that because it's been a long time, and I know that you typically use Flash for this one, I believe, which is going to be kind of a pain to stumble about in, so I might do a little bit of exploration before I record the next video. But thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I know a lot of people were pretty excited to see a Pokemon video, so I think I'm going to keep making these. But yeah, really appreciate your support. If you feel like liking or commenting or subscribing, please do so. I don't expect anyone to do anything, but I do very much appreciate it. So with that, I think I will leave you all here outside of Mount Moon, and I will catch you in the next video.